Hello, guys. Welcome to our channel. And this is Victory Arena, Season 2, Round 3, Day 2. The first match is between the Land of Fire and Daku Sena. This will be the best of three match format, and we will see who will win this format. And with me is Shaurya, who will be co-casting with me today. So, how are you, Shaurya?
I'm doing very well, Ifrit. How about you? I've got those Monday blues.
Is today Monday?
Yes.
Oh my god, I didn't realize work from home does um, not let me to keep a track of the days. So I guess we are in the drafting phase right now. So the first ban is from the team blue, which is the Land of Fire. So let's see who will they ban. What do you think, Shaurya?
I think both teams are good and they are very well aware about of the meta. So I'm guessing meta bans, pure meta bans.
Experience the
Your
euphony of
team is
And you were
suffering.
banned.
right. So we have a Granger ban over here
Time to drop
and a
the
Joy
beat up
ban.
Your
So
team
both the
is
bans are
banned.
quite good. The Joy can target the back lane and the squishy heroes like the mages and the marksmen do tend to die quicker when Joy's ulti is popped up. So it's a good ban from Dakusena.
Sand rises when I
Your
give
And
the
we have
team
word.
is
Khalid. And
banning.
is this Khalid ban a respect ban? Because one of the players I remember from Dakusena does play
Magic is my
Khalid.
right.
I
Your
remember
team is
Hitatsu
banning.
playing it.
Oh yes, Khalid is also is in the meta as well, and yes, I also remember this guy playing Khalid and playing very well with Khalid. In fact,
Yes, Shaurya, and we have a Harrod ban, which is again a very solid ban
Fight!
considering the
Fight for
amount
the
of
ultimate
heal
team
as
is
well as
banning.
shield that he gets, and a Hilda ban. As we all know, Hilda can target the squishy heroes, especially the mages, marksmen, and even some assassins like Haya and Link very easily, as well as her heal is quite potent. So let's see what the third ban for this priority ban list will be from the Dapusena, Shaurya.
oh yes, I can see that Khalid, Hilda, Harith, and Joy. These bans are crucial for the backlines. So to make sure their backlines survive, they want to ban these
Butterflies
heroes.
born by thy
Your
wish,
And
team
it's
is
Zuxin.
Exactly.
banned.
by lantern's
Yes,
light.
that Zuxian ban is quite good as of now because right now the meta is of fighters, it seems. So Zuxian can poke a lot of fighters because of their slow movement, comparatively slow movements. So Zuxian, along with that, Sky Piercer is a deadly combo if played well. So it was a wise decision from the Takusina point. And we are waiting for the first pick from the Land of Fire. Will it be the Fanny? Will it be a Soyu? Perhaps a Julian? Let's see.
Oh yes, or maybe perhaps a Lucas. Oh, it's
Your
a
team is
Hayabusa pick.
picking.
We can see a Hayabusa pick first from the Land of Fire, and now we can see two picks from Dakusena. What are your guesses, Ifrit?
Let's fight to our
So it
heart's
seems
content.
I don't have to guess. It's going to be the Lucas. And if I'm not wrong, they'll pick another tanky EXP or a tank itself, considering that it's a good chance uh, to stop Haya, considering that Haya cannot melt tanks very easily if built properly and if ganked uh, quite often in the early game. So let's see what they will pick. Is it going to be yes, I told you so. It's going to be a tanky hero,
My mission
which
is
was
to
a wise
protect
decision.
Your
lives.
team is
So that's
picking.
how good teams play. They know how to counter one hero. So if the assassin is shut down, the whole game relies majorly on the mages and the marksmen.
Oh yes, we can see that Lucas as well as Hylos, they both are regen heroes. We can see Lucas with every skill has a crazy amount of regen, and Haya in the early game won't be able to do much. Even in the mid game, if Lucas has those right items, Haya won't be able to annoy him.
Muscle of iron,
I agree with you,
bones of
Shaurya, but it
steel.
also come the point that comes to my mind is Lucas is not just a a tanky hero, but it is also a very good CC giving hero. And are we going to see a god pick?
My will burns
No, it's
like
going to be a
wildfire.
Vali. That's an unconventional pick, but the ability of poking through Hylos and Lucas will be a game changer if played well. The Valir can do a lot of damage, and that
The Immortal
continuously
One chose
burn
me to
along with
vanquish the
that glowing
Your
wand
shadows
can
is
that
help
banning.
plague
with
this
that
world.
anti heal. That being said, the blue team side needs those anti heal as soon as possible. We have the Soyo pick from the Dakusena side with that retribution, and Petrolocus has a lot of hypers, so
Let's
I'm
go.
guessing he has picked
Your
this
team
out
is
of
banning.
the sheer ability to not only dash Sun as well as dish out a lot of damage. And we have an Irithel ban. The Irithel's rise to meta has been um, seen in the last few weeks, especially after the patch update. So it is going to be an interesting thing out there. What type of marksman are they going to pick, or even if they are going to pick a marksman, considering that Lunox is still open?
Oh yes, Lunox is open and she still does perform well in the gold lane. And we're going to see the fourth ban from the Land of Fire with 10 seconds left.
Come on, Dexter.
And we
It's
can
our
see a
Your
Claude
showtime.
team
ban.
is banning.
That is
A
also
Claude ban.
unconventional.
That's a unconventional, so it seems it is going to be an respect ban over here. So someone must play the Claude over here, and they fear that they cannot have anything to stop it. So the only thing that can stop perhaps the Claude is the Petrify or an airborne skill, which is given by, let's say, Phoveus or any kind of mage like Kadita. So it's going to be very difficult to counter Claude, so they already banned it. That was a wise decision from Land of Fire's part.
Yeah, as I
I
think
am not the
we
only
can see a
one
Your
Fovius
battling
team
these
ban
is
from
banning.
Daku
chains.
Sena. And yes, continue. I'd like to add another thing to that, that they have picked Valir as their mage, and they know that Claude can't be stopped with the mage that they have at the moment. So that was a wise ban, and we can see the fifth ban from the Land of Fire now. It's the last one of the game.
Yes, and are they going to ban a mage here, considering the Dakusena has not banned a mage as of now? So we know that they are not going to pick Valentina out there, considering the usefulness of Valentina's skill is not going to be much um, in terms of major skill. But yes,
Only
Gutter skill
love
can make an
and
impact,
night
and it's
Your
going to be
are
team is
Sicilian.
banning.
everlasting.
So yes, that's a
Hope will
nice
find a
ban.
way,
However,
even when
I
all
think
is
they should have
forlorn.
kept that Sicilian to themselves.
Look at with the quickness that Daku Sena picked Vexana. I mean, they didn't even let a second pass and they clicked on the Vexana pick.
Yes, that shows how confident they are, and they know their comps very well. They must have practiced, and considering that they have been ranking up, some of the members have been ranking up. So it's nice to see that they have a comp in set in place and they're going to execute it at that. So is it going to be a Tigreal, or it is going to be a Chip? I believe Chip is not the right pick over here, considering that Vixana can actually CC a lot of heroes
Need
if
some
they come at the
stitches?
right
I can
moment.
help.
And it's going to be a Melissa, it
For
seems.
honor.
So Melissa
Your
against.
team is
Hmm.
picking.
So what do you think about that pick? Melissa out of nowhere.
I believe they're going like Valir and Melissa are those kind of picks, which you avoid in front of people who like want to
Time to
like
take the
rush
field.
towards you and like finish you in a close range battle. So I guess they're
That's true.
avoiding that close range battle.
That's true. Considering that point of yours, I would like to also point out that the Melissa's ult also can impact Hylos's movement as well as Lucas's, and perhaps even Soyuz if placed well. So it's going to be battle versus late game versus early game. But remember that Bruno has insane damage if not checked properly. So Haya has a lot on his plate, and considering the tankiness, I believe the Dakusina might invade the buffs. Although the Valir is there to stop it, it's going to be very interesting how the match will play out. In a few seconds, we will be arriving in the Land of Dawn. Do comment below who are you supporting today.
What do you think, Ifrit, by this draft pick? What are your predictions?
So I love Valir. I am a Valir user as well, but believe that the composition of Dakusena is going to be irritating for Valir. And if the Hylos reaches Valir, he's going to be slowed a lot. So I think Dakusena might have this in bag. Let's see how the Land of Fire plays out. And the teams are starting with their blue buffs apparently. And look at that Vexana already poking that Valir with an insane amount of damage. So we know that Vexana will be able to clear lanes first. That will give an advantage in terms of rotation to the Dakusina side.
Oh, yes, I 100% agree with you that they have a very annoying draft pick, the Dakusena side. I mean, you have the Lucas, you have the Soyo, you get rid of one and you have another one on you. That's something very annoying.
Yes, and look at that laning ability. So Valir is going to have a lot of problems farming, considering that he's missing out on farm, and we have the first blood from Soyu, and he ganked the EXP lane. So that shows how the rotation is done properly. So they knew that the Land of Fire will try to gank the MM. So they already took that chance to kill Gatokacha. And are we going to see a battle? Yes, we are seeing a battle, but I don't think how useful it is going to be. And that Haya coming in, I think we'll see a Haya killing one person at least. And will he be able to safely go away? And yes, that Valir does help him a lot over there. That was a good push by Tigreal. And I think this is going to be a second kill by Haya. Oh, it's
And
going to
we
be
can
by
see
Valir. And that Soyu comes from the back lane. And see that Lucas coming in. Oh my god. That Lucas did an amazing rotation from the top to bottom. That's how a good EXP laner should. They should rotate the whole map and it throws the enemy out of balance. So, what do you think? The turtle will be uncontested, I think, because Soyu will have an upper advantage in terms of level, I believe.
oh yes, they are 1800 gold ahead, and yes, Dakusena's jungler Suyu has an advantage.
Look at that zoning in. The Lucas and Hylos are kiting in that Gatokacha quite well. And that Valir is poking. And will we see a kill on Lucas? That Revitalize pops up. And that Haya could not kill that Lucas. And think Haya. Oh my god. That was something out of the ordinary. This will be an uncontested Lord. Haya should have waited to steal that Lord because he has those shadows to go and escape easily. And we see a good trade coming off over here. And we see a Hylos, the Tigreal getting killed, and Hylos is see that slow effect from Hylos killing that Gatokacha. It's fair to say that right now the Dakusina is living up to their name. Let's just say that, and they are being the Daku over here.
Oh yes, since the draft pick, they've showed that we know the meta better than you guys, and since the game has started, they have proven it with the Hylos
Yes,
initiating fights so well.
and I think their Gatokacha is in trouble. Lucas is trying to get a kill over there. Oh no, he backs off. So it's going to be the MM lane gank, or will the Soyu steal the blue buff from the enemy? Because it's going to respawn. Look at that Lucas clearing in the deep side of the blue so as to give an advantage in terms of rotation.
And we
And
can
I
see a
think
fight
this
on
will
the
be a
gold
kill.
lane.
And this will be a kill on Vexana. Haya did uses ulti perfectly. Look at that glorious pathway coming in. The Valir dishing out his second skill properly, pushing the enemies down. And
That
will
was
we
a very
see
good
another
use
kill?
of the ulti.
Yes, and I think the ulti of Melissa will help to escape. Yes, it does. However, the damage from Soyu and Lucas is amazing over here. Look at that Lucas ganking in and the Soyu jumping inside the turret and taking the kill. That was very much needed because the MM had two kills over there. So that's how you rotate properly and gank when you see a chance. That Lucas had already cleared the lane, so Katakocha couldn't um, jump in on the team fights right now. So it seems the lane has been changed from Bruno and Lucas. The Valley dishing out damage. And will we see? No, that immune skill does affect a lot over here. Look at that Bruno over in the top lane. He has low HP, but uh, it seems that the Gatokacha will die over here. And I think the mage has to be very careful how they need to rotate at this moment from the blue team side.
Yes, I've been seeing that the Lucas has rotated in those crucial times, but the Gatto didn't. So that also is one critical factor. And now we can see that Lucas slains Melissa, and this is a disappointment for the blue side, Land of Fire.
I completely agree with you. And with that, the turret game is in the favor of Darko Sena with 2-0 at the moment. And we can see a huge goal lead in favor of them as well. It's around almost 7K at the moment. So it's going to be interesting how the Land of Fire responds to it. They just need to, um, farm and pray that their Valir comes out by giving a lot of CC. Although I feel bad for the mage, considering that he won't be able to dish out that much damage. The only CC effect will be able to help him, and the Melissa will be the one ending it if that comes to fruition for the Land of Fire. And
Yes,
there's a
and
gank at the bottom lane. Look at that glorious pathway coming in, and that Soyo dishing out that much damage. And the Vexana's Lord, Eternal Guard, does a lot of damage as well. Valir is trying his level best to stun, but the immunity from Lucas is amazing, and the Hylos is tanking all the hits as of now. And if I see both the team members from Lucas, Dagosena, the Lucas and the Hylos have uh, Thunderbelt, with each having 3 and 1 stack. So it's interesting. So as the game progresses, they will get tankier and tankier. The Haya will have difficult time killing them. And that Valir has built Ice Queen as a first item. Now see, that's where they went wrong. If they had Glowing Wand, the Hylos and Lucas's region from the start of the game would have been lower. So a map, it's the game does not just depend on the map. It also depends on the build pathway. Just because Ice Queen Wand slows the enemy down, that doesn't mean you will get an advantage in the early game. You need to see
we
how the
can
enemy plays. Look at that Eternal Guard, as well as the team fight participation from Hylos, Lucas, and Soyu. And I think we'll see another kill perhaps over here. And we do
the
see
team
that.
fight.
Legendary.
Yes, sure.
Killing spree.
And the Dakusena side is absolutely dominating the Land of Fire. I mean, turret diving, invading, you name it. They're not letting them even contest for the objectives. It is a one-sided game till now. It's a 10k gold lead. I mean, they have no chance now. I believe that's my personal opinion, but I do like an interesting match. And we can see
Look at that
again.
Vexana stunning that Haya at the proper moment. That was an amazing use of her skills. That's why Vexana is scary for assassins. If her first skill connects, you are in a bit of trouble. And that Bruno did a lot of damage as well at the moment. So we are going to see an uncontested Lord over here, an 8-minute Lord. So it is going to be very, very easy to defend. Although I must say they are not in a good shape to defend it, considering that the stun as well as skill immunity that Lucas has, the CC immunity that Lucas has, is going to make them very, very susceptible to, you know, okay, we have a gank and we see double kill over there. Perhaps.
Double kill.
Yes, I was right. And they had to retreat over there, Shaurya. That was
Oh,
not a wise decision, in my opinion. What say
that
you?
was not at all. They should have gave away that turret. They should have defended the Lord. I mean, they should defend the Lord. Now they should stay back on in the behind their inhibitors, because they are at a very heavy deficit. It's 14k now, and Takusena know that they just have to initiate, and they'll kill at least two or three. And we can see a jump from Gatot Kaka, but no success. And we can see Gatot Kaka is slain at this moment.
Look at that eternal
Takusena,
God damage of Tigreal. Tigreal will be taken down, and I think we'll see another kill by Soyu as soon as the Lord enters because Soyu has that advantage. Look at that Soyu killing that. Oh my god, this is a game done. So this was an utter domination from the team Dakusena side. So
Victory!
I must say they showed why they are one of the top squads in India. So let's see the stats over here, Shaurya. Waleed did an amazing amount of damage, although um, his skills were hitting minions a lot. That's what happens if you are not good with positioning in while playing Waleed. So let's head on to the second match, and we will be shortly starting that second match. So Shaurya, let's hope the Land of Fire can come back from the deficit of 0-1 in favor of Dakusena to 1-1 to
Yes, I hope so.
okay. It seems that the teams are quick. Uh
Yes, I guess it'll be a
okay.
back-to-back match. I didn't feel like that this was a this was like a below 10 minutes match, and you know it was one-sided. You couldn't feel that intense vibe. You couldn't feel that if they would have come back even once in the match, the Land of Fire, it would have been something interesting to watch. But right now it was just one-sided Dakusena dominance. That's all you can say.
I agree with you, Shaurya. And it seems that Dakusena is trying to take some time out. I'm not sure because
Moderators must be confirming with them.
yes, it seems like what is happening over here, I don't know. So this is going to be an interesting match. Okay. So I guess both the
The
teams are ready, and we are going to start in a few seconds. So sorry, who are you rooting for? I should
to
be
be
rooting
hon-
for the
to be
underdogs
honest,
over here.
yes, I always root for the underdogs because I do like an interesting match. I mean, a match with at least like a score of like 30, 35 each side. Total kills should be like 70, 80. That's when you have like fun watching it and even
Time
casting it.
gap.
And we can see the
Your
first
team
ban
is banning.
from the Dakusena side is Joy. We have started with the draft pick.
Yes, sure. And that joy, again, that is a known strategy why they are going with the joy. And I don't know if the Land of Fire plays any joy over there. So let's hope and see they have learned from the mistakes or not. And we
Your
see a Lucas
team
ban,
is
which was
banning.
very much needed. I thought it would have been banned in the first match itself due to the CC immunity skills, because not many people know how to counter it as of now.
Oh, absolutely. He's just arrived on the server on the 21st of December. It's been only 9 days. People are still trying to figure out his build, his counters, and we can see a Zuxin ban. The second ban from Dakusena is Zuxin. And coming back to Lucas, yes, people are still trying to figure out many things about him. What are your thoughts on that, Ifrit?
Yes, so usually when I am playing
Your
rank, I
team is
ban that
banning.
Lucas. So are we going to see all the heroes that they played last match being banned over here from Land of Fire? Because Soyu and Lucas both are banned right now. But
I'll
don't
tell you, Ifrit,
forget,
I'll tell you one thing, Ifrit, that Dakusena does have a answer for everything
Your
that
team
comes
is
their way.
banning.
That's what I've seen. You ban what they've taken in the last game, they'll show you a new combination and then beat you with that combination as well. But let's see. I hope Land of Fire does a comeback.
I agree with you, Shorty,
Fight!
on that front. And we see a Hilda ban,
Your
again a
team
Vice
is
ban over
picking.
here. And let's see what the Dakusina picks over here. Is it going to be Sicilian? Or perhaps it's going to be some other EXP laners such as Khalid, or perhaps even, let's say, another tanky like Gatokacha over here.
Well, in my personal opinion, I believe it's going to be an XP laner. I don't know why, that's a gut feeling. It could be Khalid.
Magic is my
And no,
Oh,
it's
I
a
language.
forgot
Harith.
about Harith. I totally forgot
Yes.
about Harith.
So Harith has that flexibility of playing from not just the gold and the mage laner, I mean mid lane. He can also hyper if given a chance. So that's a very good flex pick over here. Are we going to see any counter for Harith right now? Because Harith is going to dish out a lot of damage. So tankiness would be the go-to answer over here. And let's hope that the Dharni as well as J Killer pick some tanky heroes to counter that uh, Harith. Although they should also remember that just because they're picking a tanky
Only
hero,
love
that doesn't
and
mean it
night
cannot be melted.
are
And we see
everlasting.
a Sicilian. So we have a Sicilian player
Demons shall
here
bathe in their
and an
blood.
aloo
Your
card.
team
The
is
light
Okay,
banning.
belongs to
now
the
my
righteous.
eyes are wide open because of that aloo card pick. And I would like to point out, sorry, because they were not here yesterday. So last night we had a match where we had a Alucard player and his Alucard was banned by the other team in both the matches. So it's funny to see Alucard over here today. The
Sand
things
rises
coming
when I
back
give the
full circle.
word.
And as I predicted, it's going to be a Khalid over here from the Dakusena side. And we know Hitatsu plays very, very good Khalid. And a Benedetta pick is out also convention an unconventional pick, and that will give them a lot of movement speed
When
as
the
well as
It's
body
not every
dashes.
suffers,
day
No,
you
it's going
see
to be
such
your
linked. And
team
again,
transcendent
can
it's
win.
going
beings
to give
like me.
Dakusin a lot of speed to move around the maps, considering both Haya as well as Petrolocus using the link can uh, dash. Not just the ult immune, also that dashes that he gets from his first skill.
Yes, we can see that from the Daku Sena side, the three picks, Harith, Khalid, and Ling, they have such excellent mobility all over the map. If you just compare their speeds, if Khalid has to travel from XP to gold, it
Need some
takes him
stitches?
very
Help
less
me
time.
out.
And we
Your
can see the
team
third
is
pick from the
banning.
Land of Fire is Melissa, the marksman.
Melissa yet again. So is it going to be any different right now, considering that Link as well as Harith has a lot of dashes, and I am guessing that Harith is going to be an gold laner as of now. Um, so if he plays
I
it
agree
gold,
with you. I agree with you, Ifrit.
My mission is to protect
Your team
lives.
is
and we have
banning.
a wise decision from Land of Fire to
Always on
ban
the
that
way.
Hylos,
Your
and
team
we
is
have a
banning.
Matilda ban. So they didn't even waste a second to ban that Matilda. So we all know Matilda is scary because of the movement it provides to the team. The rotation is insane, along with that wilderness blessing as well as um, her own second skill. So we know why they banned it. They wanted to hamper the movement speed and the rotation of the Land of Fire. So it seems that the plan is from the Dakusena side
I
is to
will
move around the
protect
map
you. Your
without the enemy
team is banning.
movement, without letting the enemy move throughout the map. And we have a Lolita plan. So what are they picking that requires Lolita over here? Because I don't think anything counters Lolita. Sorry,
I mean,
anything
you've
that
May
already
the
picked
blood
your
of my
marksman and your
enemies
Your
mage,
flow
team
through my
is
and the
skin.
banning.
only thing Lolita could counter was the Sicilian ulti, because
and we
Melissa
have
also has that muddles which affects the Lolita shield.
I don't think muddles affects that much, but we have to see that Dakusena banned Minsitar over here, and that was a wise decision. Mincy can stop both the Harriet as well as Link if his ulti is placed right. So that was a more useful ban from the red team side or picking in the first priority phase. But it seems that the Land of Fire has chosen some
You
other
got a good
pathway,
taste.
and we have a
Your
Cyclops
team is
Hyper
picking.
and Anki
Hush,
that
little
makes me
baby, don't
miss
say a
Anki
word.
so much
Jimmy's gonna
because he will
bring
be
you a
jumping
cold
to see a
iceberg.
Cyclops Hyper, and I should say no one else plays Cyclops like Anki over here.
Oh yes, Enki is a dear friend of ours, and he's a lovely Cyclops player. And we can see a Kimi pick from the Dakusena side, and a possible Chu pick, Chao. Chu or Chow. I'm not sure, but yes, he is a very versatile character, be it a tank, be it a XP laner, and it is a Chow pick from the Dakusena side, and it is the
So
last
now
pick from the Land of Fire we can see now.
So now it's an amazing thing to see because both Kimi as well as Harith can do both the gold as well as mage lane. Khalid and Cho can swap the lanes as well. So it's going to be interesting. Although right now I think Harith is going to go mage and Kimi is going to go the marksman route over here because of the range, I believe. And Rafaela pick. So Rafaela hasn't been updated. I mean, the passive hasn't been revamped as of now, so I don't think it's useful as of now. And if the plan is to give Alucard that heal, I think okay, they are shifting to Franco. So either the Franco has godly hooks,
I'll show 'em true
or
cruelty.
it's going to be a pain in the ass because even if he flicker ults, let's say Harith, it's going to be very difficult for the blue team to counter that. Though I believe the stun from, let's say, Khalid or an Chao can help with them out.
Oh yes, I agree with that, but I would just like to
And
point
cutting,
out.
okay, sorry to cut you off, Shaurya. I now know why they banned Lolita. So the the Lolita actually counters all the skills of Cyclops. So they were afraid of their Cyclops getting countered.
Oh yes, yes, Ifrit. I also figured that out after the Cyclops pick, but I forgot to address it. And I would just like to say that we're about to enter the land of dawn, and before that, I would just like to comment on Daku Sena's confidence in the draft. I mean, they have such a clear mind. They don't even take a second if they're very sure about banning someone or picking someone. Take the last game's Vexana pick. Take this game's I guess they banned Matilda within a second. So that shows their confidence. I mean, they know what combinations they have to use and what is the counter against them. And can we see a first blood? No. We can see Tatsu just saving himself.
And I think they're trying to force Cyclops to use Retry, although he has not used Retry as of now. Cyclops is wasting time over here. He should have gone to his red buff, and I think this will be a bad decision if he doesn't go to his red buff. He's just wasting time, the precious time over here.
I completely
Look,
agree with you. The Letho isn't that important if you farm well, and that we can see a first blood
on an
Alucard
Alucard.
lane
And I
by
think this is
Kimi.
going to be another one sided domination as of now, in my opinion, considering that the Ling has already going to be level 4 before the Cyclops because he wasted his precious time over uh, in the middle bushes as well as um, using his skills. Look at that gang on Harith, but I think it's going to be useless as of now, and we'll see another kill by Ling on Sicilian.
I mean, I have just noticed that Daku Sena is going by counter picking, and the Land of Fire side is going by their combos. They must have tried and tested out some combos before the tournament, and they're going with that because I can't see a counter pick from the side of the Land of Fire.
I completely agree with you. And don't forget that Kimi and Khalid are trying to zone out pretty well, lowering the HP as well as irritating the enemy. Look at that Khalid kiting and giving vision, and that heal is going to help him out. But that Ling is going to come to the back lane and kill perhaps, and he has the ult to do so. And we see, okay, that Ling almost escapes, almost being the word over here, and the Cyclops getting the double kill. So that's how the cookie crumbles as of now. That Sicilian should retreat. He has very low HP. The stacks can come in the late game, so he should be safe. But the Chow is dominating his lane. Alucard is facing a lot of trouble.
I mean, yes, contributing team fights is one thing, but taking care of your lanes is also of utmost importance. And Alucard is looking like he is being dominated by Chow at the moment. Let's see, we have two people each on the gold lane. We have the Khalid, or the Khalid is now in the mid lane,
And
and
look
we
at
can
that
see our team fight.
and I think the Cyclops will die over here. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That Franco should not have hooked over there, just given his second skill to slow the Kimi down to help the Cyclops.
I absolutely agree with you, Ifrit. But
And their red buff is going to be invaded whether they like it or not. That was a very good flicker combo, and that Ling is done. And the Melissa gets the double kill. So those are some good plays out there from the Land of Fire finally. And the red buff is secure for Cyclops to take.
I mean, since the last game, that's the first invasion from the Dakusena side that they have prevented, and I'm very impressed with that Franco hook. To be honest, that was a very good hook, a very good positioning from everyone. It's 7-4.
Yes, and we can already see the point of time at this point of time. Last game, the Dakusena was ahead by a lot. Right now, the goal lead isn't much, only 300 goal points different. Look at that Chow using his dashes, and that
And
Franco will go down
we
by
can see an
Khalid.
excellent team fight on the turtle. I mean,
And I think the Ling will kill the Cyclops, and that's something. Is that Alucard trying to get that turtle? But no, the Khalid steals it. So they should have just let the turtle either go to the blue team side as of now to Dakusina, or they should have tried to reset it.
I completely agree with you. If you have your red tree down, or if your red tree is not there, you should try and reset the objective. When we can see an initiation from Khalid towards Franco, and Cyclops
Look
is.
at the damage from Kimi and Harith on Sicilian, and we see another kill by Harith to Melissa. The Harith has farmed enough. I think this will be another kill by Harith. If oh no, that Cyclops barely escapes over there.
And that was an excellent teamwork from Dakusena to slain Alucard.
And finally, the Dakusena is in a goal lead of 1.6k right now. That Cyclops is oblivious to Ling being over there. And the Ling will escape. No! That Ling killed. Okay, okay, okay. That Ling got uh, escape over there. So Melissa died in vain over there.
That was impressive, Ifrit. Once on one side, Cyclops had ulted Ling, and we were thinking that where will Ling go? But then, a surprise, Ling slains Melissa, and that was very impressive.
Yes, and that's, I believe that is what led him to survive because he got some heal out of it.
Yes.
And I think they should swap the lanes because Harith has an advantage, so he can easily dominate Alucard and push that lane as well. But let's see what they have in plan. Look at that gank coming in from the red team side, but I think it's going to be very difficult to counter them.
Oh yes, we can see that an interesting turtle fight coming up. We can see three people from each side, and Alucard is in trouble.
And that
No,
Kimi
he
is
has
slain
slain
by
Kimmy. That was a very good initiation, and we can see Ling just wiping out people coming his way. That was an excellent one from Ling, and it will be an uncontested turtle on the side of Dakusena.
Yes, but let's appreciate Land of Fire. They have managed to keep the score quite even as of now. They are doing quite well as compared to the previous game. So let's hope they can show us more such games and that Melissa is slays that Harith, which was much needed considering he will scale up soon. And let's see, the Kimi has Sky Piercer with 9 stacks. So I did not know that Kimi had Sky Piercer.
That was a very impressive hook from Franco to Ling. I mean, On one side, you saw Melissa slaying Harith and then Franco hooking Ling. Those were
And
two
the
amazing
score
plays
is
we just
even.
saw. And once
And that
again,
was another hook,
oh,
but there was no follow
there
up
was no
coming in
follow
from
up.
anyone.
That was very
But look
disappointing,
at
if
that
it
Kimi.
is.
That Kimi has a lot of damage on Franco, and the Franco is been building dominance. But I think he should build some magic defense first, considering that Kimi has continuous damage as well as Harith has that burst damage that requires Athena, and that Alucard as well as uh,
Harith.
Cyclops do a good job to kill that Harith, and they're going to leave the Kimi because they need to protect the Alucard, sorry, the Sicilian in the middle. But a little too late, it seems. And that double kill will be secured by that Link, and I think um
And what a wonderful initiation from Khalid. He knew he had that regen ability. Started poking Cyclops.
the Khalid gameplay of Hitatsu reminds me of Whitebeard. If you remember, he was a good Khalid player. I don't know where he is right now, but that kind of play reminds me of him as of now. And look at that Chow trying to initiate, but that Cyclops coming in with his ult, I think it will be wasted over there.
Oh, yes, now we are up to the time where we can
And
now
that
see.
Cyclops is
We're going
out
to
of
see a
position
Lord
and he
fight,
will be punished for it.
and it's a crucial moment, Lord time, and we can see the red side, Land of Fire, have their hyper down. Cyclops is down, and they're aiming for the Franco, but the Franco flickers, and we can
Melissa
see a
did.
Harriet, a Melissa slain from Harriet on the top lane as well, and the team fight continues. The
Look at that
Khalid is not
Alucard
backing
escaping
out.
with low HP. But no, it's the Khalid that dies. I think the Khalid got greedy thinking that he could kill Alucard over there.
Oh yes, greed is not good in this game. You should always play with patience and be sensible in every way you can. And we can see
That Chow
that the
immune
red
that
team,
Cyclops ult and gave a good kick out of there. Uh, that Kimi Skypiercer is doing God's work right now. And that Link takes away the Lord at 10 minutes mark. And that Alucard slays that Harith. Harith was out of position, so he was punished for it. So it seems as of now, the Land of Fire has picked up from the last game, and they are doing quite well. And that's how you play. You learn from the last mistakes, and you see how to counter people. Although they are not doing a very good job, I believe because they can do a better job. Look at that Alucard being ganked from left, right, and center, but he tries to escape and he slays the Link. That's an interesting move out there, and we believe that this can cost them a lot. The Lord has been taken down by Melissa, so the Lord
I
was
agree with you.
wasted.
That was a very good ult by Franco inside the turret.
Oh, did he use his ult? I'm
Yes,
sorry,
yes,
I
that was
missed it
Franco's
because
ult when Ling
Alucard
was.
is again being ganked by three people, but it will be the Chow that will be traded away. The Sicilian coming in properly, and that's a double kill. So are the tides turning for the Land of Fire? I believe the stacks of Sicilian must be above 200 at this point. And we have a triple kill. So the Sicilian has risen out of the dead and is getting a lot of kills now. So will this affect the Team Blue? Look at that Ling hiding in the bush. Uh, as well as that Harith. So I think Harith has to move in right now. And the Harith is going to kill at least one. No, it is the Melissa that kills the Harith. The Harith was pinned by Melissa onto the wall by using her ult. So the Link tries to get the blue buff and he secures it. But that is a perfect ult by Cyclops. And that Khalid is giving good ult, although he will be taken down because of that anti-heal that Sicilian has built up. So that's what I was talking about in earlier game. They built anti-heal too late. And I think the Land of Fire realizes that they have the advantage. They just have to keep up the pace and uh, try to end it as soon as possible. The Link trying to diverge them, split them up so that they can push and they can get some breathing space as well. And I think this is a bad choice for the team red side to engage as of now. They need to regroup so that they can again do the same gangs. What say you, Shaurya?
Mhm. Oh, I completely agree with you. I mean, Franco is using his alt so in such a clever way. He has made that fleeting time. He knows that his cooldown will also be reduced with that, and it'll be an advantage for the Land of Fire. And we can see a team fighter initiation from Franco, but a gank on Franco actually.
That
Um,
Kimi as well as that Lin escape away. But I think this Alucard will try to kill at least one, and he successfully does the same. So right now it is a bad situation for the red team side because only Sicilian is left to defend. So that's what happens. The game can change at any moment if you're not careful enough. Although the Sicilians should be able to defend, because they are taking the Lord. This will give them some breathing time, although I don't think they can afford any more mistakes at this point. I mean, the Land of Fire.
oh yes, they can't make any mistakes now. You can see that Daku Sena had better positioning and they thrashed Land of Fire in this team fight, the last team fight. They
Yes,
took the
and that
Lord.
thrashing is quite good. And that Ling goes in, gives his ult, and makes uh, an escape. That Chow coming in with the flicker, that Harith giving a lot of damage, and he takes out their tank. And look at the damage from Harith. That's a double kill. And that Melissa will take down Harith. And that Alucard is going to get that kill on Khalid. So it's a good trade, 3 versus 2. That was a very good play by Melissa and Sicilian. And that Alucard taking that Khalid out. So
That
they
was
will be able
very
to
nice
defend
play
this
from
lord
Alucard.
perfectly. And sorry to speak over you, Shaurya. So look at that score as well as the goal difference. That isn't much. The game that you were talking about, 34 kills, each having enough goals, both team willing to fight. That's what we are seeing in this game, and that's very exciting. Considering that previous game, Dakusina was just obliterating the enemy at such a fast pace, and they ended the game in 10 minutes. So that's out of what I imagined. I thought the game might go on for 12 minutes. And that Sicilian is, I don't know what that Sicilian is doing. So any slow moments as of now that Franco is too
See
into
a
the team,
gank
and
on
this will cost
Franco.
them. That Harith is going to be taken down by Melissa. That was an insane damage. And that Khalid will also die, I believe. And this was a good trade off that Franco did an amazing job over there. I thought it was a very bad decision. And that Kimmy shoots her ult perfectly. So now it's three each, sorry, two each. And that Ling is going to push the bottom lane, whereas the Kimmy is trying to hold on, and that
I'm telling you, Ifrit,
Melissa
that
helped
was
her out, but that, that Ling is helping a lot, and we see a dead. That Melissa dead. That Chao is going to die as well from Alucard, it seems, but no, he escapes. Oh no, it's the Alucard who slays the Chao. So this was a very good team fight again. But remember, if the Melissa as well as Sicilian just retreated properly, the game would have been in their favor. That Harith is back, and the damage from Harith is going to be insane. And that Khalid's ult lands perfectly, although Hitatsu is going to lose out Harith over there. That Alucard is playing exceptionally well. That Rose Gold Meteor as well as Radiant Armor is helping him a lot as of now. But don't you think that the Sicilian should build, let's say, a Divine Glaive to help him out, considering the enemy has two Radiant Armor?
I completely agree with you. It gives that magic penetration, Divine Clave, and Sicilian needs that at the moment because of the tankiness of the Khalid and Chao. I completely agree with you, and I would like to point out that that the Daku Sena side are actually seeing Franco alone, and then they're trying to take him out alone because of his fleeting time and his frequent use of the ulti.
I think the Sicilian and Alucard needs to go back. Look at that damage from and that flicker was good from Sicilian, although this is going to cost them the game, I think. But the Melissa is doing God's work. However, and I think the Khalid will be taken down. It's a good team fight from the team Land of Fire, although they don't have the retry, so I don't think they should be doing that a lot as of now. And I think the Cho is looking to get a kill, and that mid turret would be gone. So this is a very well fought match from Land of Fire. I think this will be the end. The Land of Fire. Oh no, the Link. That's an amazing defense by Ling and Zhou. So the tides have turned yet again, and it's a wipeout for the Daku Sena. So they are showing why they are one of the best squads in India. Like you can uh, try to end it, but we will try to stop you with all we got. That was so close. The Land of Fire was so
That was
close to
that was a very
winning.
smart move. I mean, aiming for the minions before Melissa. I mean, they were not even going for the Melissa; they were going for the minions because they knew that if the minions are not there, Melissa could do no good without them.
I think the Cyclops should be in the turret. And I think the last team fight, if the Franco was not so far from them, they would have ended the game and the score would have been 1-1. So let's see how this pans out because the goal difference isn't much, as well as all the people have, I believe, their 15 levels, and almost everyone is having the complete build except Franco. He's building, I believe, anti-cuirasses as of now.
And we can see an excellent team fight. And what a hook from Franco to Khalid. But is that going to be any good?
The Khalid will use his ult to escape, and the Lord is coming, so they need to retreat to take the Lord out. But this will give the Dakusena an opportunity to push the mid lane, and they are seeing that Alucard alone in the bottom lane, so he is going to be ganked from both the sides. But that Alucard is going in irrespective, and that Kimi gets away. That was a very good ulti from Franco, and that Alucard gets away from in less than 1 HP. So both the teams are giving each other a fight for their lives. So sure, you were looking for an interesting match. We got
I
an
was
interesting match.
I was certainly looking for this kind of a match. Now you know what I was saying, Ifrit. It's been 20 minutes now, and nowadays you don't see that many matches of these lengths because of the Sky Piercer coming in. One team is dominating, and they keep on dominating because of that Sky Piercer
Look at
stack.
that gank in the middle lane. It's a 4-man stack, but that Alucard was discovered by Kimi's ult. So
Certainly,
sure.
certainly,
So now that both the score. Oh, that was a very good flicker. Sorry,
that
he
was
did
an
catch that
excellent one.
hook.
I'm telling you, Ifrit. I also mentioned it before. They're aiming the Franco. They're going for the Franco. They know he's a very crucial part of their fight, especially his ult coming in like 20-25 seconds.
I think the Franco should not give up on his Guardian helmet and build another magic defense, because the Kimi and the Harith is built. Harith has a lot of damage that will give the Franco an additional chance to survive, or a freeze as well, so as to waste the Dakusena's ults as well as good skills.
Yes, I agree with you. As Franco already has that regen ability apart from the Guardian helmet, and can we see a team fight? An initiation from Chao towards the Land of Fire, and we can see a Harrods lane, Sicilian lane. We can see three members of the Dakusena side and four members of the Dakusena side
And
slain.
I think
That was a
they can
pointless
end it
fight.
without the Lord, but they have to be very careful, because the Kimi is going to dish out a lot of damage. So look at that Kimi coming in and hitting. Okay, that Franco tried his best, but look at the damage from Kimi. So the Kimi is doing a lot of damage, and the minions have been taken out. So that's what I'm saying. So if you're not using your skills properly, see, this is going to be bad for them. The Kimi is coming in trying to distract them, but I think this will be an easy lot for them because they have the hyper. The Kimi pushing the mid lane is not going to be effective. Look at that Franco chasing that Kimi down. That was a very good hook, but that Vortex saved the Kimi. And the minion wave is coming out, but the Dakusina are respawning in short while. Look at that Harith coming in. And we see all this will be the end for Land of Fire, I believe. They should have just waited for that Lord.
They should have waited. I agree with you. And now Dakusena will turn the tides. What I believe, that's my personal opinion. Because that was a false move. They were playing so well. The Land of Fire were taking fights so well. The positioning was good. But one mistake, and it may cost you the game. Let's see.
Yes, the Sicilian doesn't have any um, defense as of now. Only the um, Winter Crown is left because he used his immortality last time. So the Sicilian is trying his best, but I believe this will be an easy, easy base defense.
Killing spree.
Okay, so no, it's so Dakusena dominated both the games to win it. I would not say dominated in the second game, but they did play
Victory.
it well. The chess pieces were falling in the place. The Land of Fire gave a fight to the uh, India ranking match players. So this was a very good team fight, and we will join you after a short break. The next game will be between the Phobia Esports versus NNS.